Tigers, lions do that. Some species of birds go and kill male baby birds because they think they're going to be competing with them lately. That's actually what they're doing. So for all the racists out there, they're putting stuff in your water too.
Well, it's not what you're describing there is not unlike, if you think about it, Alex, what always happened in countries that were taken over through communist uprisings. One of the things that the communists always did when they took over a country was execute all the people that helped them take over, because they would see them as potential threats and potential rivals in the future.
Oh, that's a great point. Final segment. Sorry, we're having these breaks. Just amazing having Mark Crutcher on. LifeDynamics.com. Our website's Infowars.com. Just incredible resource out there, and really standing up for these unborn defenseless babies. The film, Ma'afa 21, Black Genocide in 21st Century America. You got to get it, Infowars.com or 888-253-3139, 888-253-3139. You can also write to me. I'm Alex Jones in Austin, Texas, at 3001 South Lamar, Suite 100, Austin, Texas, 78704. Don't count on other people to expose this. You need to. Again, abortion's being exposed. They're still killing millions of babies every year, but the numbers are going down. The polls show people are waking up to this. And so the establishment's using the phony green revolution now as the pretext to put in this world tax to control us that we cover in the end game. Okay, Mark, finishing up, we'll have you back up for a part 2 on this. You've been gracious with your time. Get more into Planned Parenthood and just some of the other disgusting things they're involved with on record that you have documented at lifedynamics.com.
Well, yeah, like I said, I would like to come back sometime and talk about these other things, because they're a show all in and of themselves, and that is the pedophile protection racket and this issue of marketing the body parts of the babies that they kill. There's more money in the marketing of the body parts than there is in the actual abortion. I would not be surprised in someday in the future that you don't see free abortion clinics in order to just acquire the bodies. They could right now do that. That would not be a problem. And when we were doing our undercover investigation, that was something that we heard discussed, that they might actually put free abortion clinics out here just to get the dead bodies, because they could do an abortion for $300 or $400, charge the woman $300 or $400, but they get a body that they can sell for $2,000. Well, they could get more bodies if they didn't charge anything. Well,
that's how the scam works. They take toxic waste from aluminum production and fertilizer, and then the city of Austin pays millions a year to put the poison in our water when that company would have to pay to get rid of it. This is the same kind of scam, but they should be paying for the babies as much as they get for them. And China, we've confirmed and gotten the brochures, they admittedly render the babies down and put it into cosmetics.
Right. Well, I don't think, really, Alex, we have any inkling of an idea, even those of us who work in this every day, any inkling of an idea of how deep this thing goes. But one point I want to make before we leave, I don't want people to get the wrong idea about something here. This is not about political parties. It's very often that you'll hear people say, yeah, we got to stop those evil Democrats and we got to help the Republicans. Let me tell you something. Whether you're talking about the godless social engineers that dominate the Democratic Party or the godless elitists who dominate the Republican Party, they've both been mobbed up in the eugenics business for way over 100 years. And this is something that we need to make sure people understand, that we're not out here proselytizing for the Republican Party or criticizing the Democratic Party, because as we show in this documentary, they've both been up to their eyeballs.
Exactly. Because if you just make it left-right, then the system can play it off against us, when really it's system-wide. Like you said, mobbed up. This is a mob, a cult. This is really their religion is... I mean, I've discovered that IBM and Microsoft are basically eugenics fronts.
Right.
I mean, it goes so deep. I mean,
well, a minute ago I was mentioning that Rockefeller was involved in the production of with IG Farben. And then we were talking about RU-46, and we got interrupted there by the commercial. But when they couldn't find a manufacturer for RU-46 in the United States, they spent 8 years looking for someone to actually sell it here. Eventually, a Chinese company, a pharmaceutical company owned by the Chinese government, agreed to manufacture RU-46 for the American market. And they admitted in the press release that they made when they announced that they were going to do this, they admitted that they only did it because their research was being underwritten by the Rockefeller Foundation.
I saw that in the news. Unbelievable. So the Rockefellers, by way of the Chi-Com government, are killing American babies, black, white. It doesn't matter. I mean, just outrageous. But the majority, what are the numbers per capita? I mean, it's a huge higher level of black babies are aborted, right?
Oh, yeah. Right. In America today, a black baby is over 5 times as likely to be aborted as a white baby. American women are 12% black, yet black women make up 37% of the abortions. More black babies. Now, I want you to hear this, okay? Alex, more African Americans are murdered every week in American abortion clinics than all the African Americans that died in the 7 years of the Vietnam War. Every week.
Unbelievable. LifeDynamics.com. Mark Crutcher. Mark, God bless you, what you're doing. We'll talk to you very, very soon, my friend.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you. Take care. I'll say bye to you during the break if you can hold a moment. Folks, get the film, Ma'afa 21, available at Infowars.com or LifeDynamics.com.